You just made this channel reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I just cannot thank you enough for that. Over the last week, I've been just racking my brain for the best way to go about this video, and I did have a couple of like fun ideas and things I could do, but I just kind of wanted to slow down a little bit and just thank you so much. I mean, there's so much stuff that led to this moment, and there's a lot that I would love to get into, but it would literally be like an hour video, and I'm not really wanting to do that. But of why this is so much more meaningful to me than just the milestone. Don't get me wrong, the milestone is incredible, and there were many points in time in my channel's history where I just didn't even think I would ever get here. And that's part of the reason why it means so much to me. There were multiple different times in this channel's history where I couldn't upload anything for a long time. And, you know, sure, I, like everybody, lacks motivation at times. These large periods of breaks was stuff that I couldn't control. In the very beginning, it was because of the location I lived. I couldn't record at all. Once I got to college, I was actually able to record and do everything that I needed or wanted to do. But then that college didn't work out, and I came back to a different location, and at that location, I couldn't do anything. So another big old break of many, many months. Which doesn't help the channel for sure. Then I went to a different college, a film school for voice acting, and that was a longer period where I could do stuff, and that's where I really started to try to build up my consistency and all that type of stuff. And then after I finished college there, I continued, and I was working. And I was fully dependent on this job, and like anybody with a job is. And then they let me and a whole bunch of other people go super randomly, which really screwed me over. And after that, there was a large period of time where I mean, I guess you could say I was homeless in a sense. I was very fortunate enough to be able to be going temporarily from like different hotels and motels and stuff, but I didn't have a home during that time, and of course can't make content during that time. And that was really hard because it was just, you know, it just sucked all around, but I had really started to hit a stride, and I was really enjoying what I was doing. And then it just kind of all stopped, you know, at a standstill. But I eventually got out of that situation, of course, and was able to get a job out here, where I am now, and was able to move into this apartment, which is awesome. And then that job started going downhill and let go 60 people out of like their total like 300 or something. Like a crazy, I don't know the exact numbers, but a crazy large layoff. And then I again didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, it was just one after the other, and it's been really hard. It's been really, really hard. But again, I was fortunate enough to be able to find something involving vocal work, and it paid enough to where I could live off of it. It was a project that would take about 6 to 9 months or so, and it was great, but it took up enough of my time and enough of my vocal dexterity to where I didn't have the energy to record at all during any of that time. And that was the last break, where I wasn't able to record for like 8-9 months or so, was because of that. But now, here we are, and we are still working on vocal stuff, and we're still able to make a living, and I have the time and ability to do this. So anyway, that was a lot of rambling and a lot of backstory, but I just wanted to give a bit of a give a bit of a backstory to why this is so meaningful to me. And I haven't even gone into any of the other stuff during that time frame. I mean, there was a time a couple years back where I wasn't able to record anything because, well, one of my lungs collapsed. I had spontaneous pneumothorax, which is just a spontaneous lung collapse. And, you know, they said that it was just 1 in every 10,000 skinny young adults have it just spontaneously happen. And I was one of those skinny young adults. And that took a lot of energy away, of course. And that took a while to recuperate. I mean, yeah, I could really go on and on, but I don't want to bore too much, because this is a very happy moment, and I am so thankful. I just wanted to convey again how much this really, why I'm so thankful for this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here through all of this. I know there's so many of you that have been here literally since I was making Bloodborne tutorials in the very beginning of my channel's history, when I would make these, funtages, I think I called them. They were basically just montages, but I thought I would be unique and quirky, and I called it a funtage. And I mean, those of you who are still here from that, I mean, that's just incredible. That's so amazing. We've changed so much since then. We've grown a lot. I've learned a lot. I've been constantly learning a lot. I mean, every single edit that I do on my YouTube channel, that I do personally, because I'm doing all my edits now, but I didn't sometimes, but all the edits that I do, I try to learn a new effect for every single one. And I've made a lot of videos, and so, you know, we're slowly but surely learning how to get better at this type of stuff. I'm still terrible at thumbnails, but I'm trying to get better. Currently, we have one of our old editors, Voidamon, actually, doing our thumbnails currently, or most of our thumbnails, which, I mean, I'm sure you could tell which are his and which are mine, because they're just freaking phenomenal. He has just so much more experience and skill than I do, and he's just such a awesome guy too. Bring him some love. His Twitter's in the description. He's done some art stuff recently that's just been super cool. I'm very jealous. Of him. But I'm just rambling at this point because I'm just excited and very touched. I'm not gonna ramble too much more, take up too much more of your time, but I'll just say it one last time, and then I'll be done with it. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I will do everything I can to keep going up from here, and I am very excited for it. I'm very excited for it. Thank you for 1,000, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Later, guys.